Hello and welcome. Happy Sunday to all of you as we are on the last day of April 30th, 2023. Super excited to be here with you to share this amazing cosmic forecast for the upcoming week as we start off May 1st, right through May 6th. Super excited energy that's coming to you. And I want to be probably the first one to share it with you to get you prepared for what's to come and to help you navigate through this amazing energy. Wanting to start off just by introducing myself, Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, medical astrologer, master of numerology, and the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast deck. Again, super excited to be here with you to share this insight with you. Let's start off. Let me start off by sharing with you the energy of the moon cycle for this week as we are literally in right now on the last day of April. The moon sits in Virgo right through May 1st. Virgo is all about how we organize, how we feel about organizing, and our schedules, and also a little bit about your body system, health, fitness, and wellness as well. As we move on to May 2nd, the moon will transit into Libra energy, bringing things into balance. Perhaps you might be asking yourself, how would you like to balance out the contracts you have with yourself, others, and of course, your relationships with money. Yes, money, that is. The moon will stay in Libra right until the 4th, and leading right up into our portal, the 5-5 energy. And there's a lot going on that particular day. Besides it being the portal of the 5-5, it activates the lunar eclipse full moon's energy, which is a real big one, which is what I'm actually here to share with you. But before I get into that amazing information, just want to continue the moon cycle for the rest of the week, as yes, the moon will be in Scorpio on the 5th and 6th, and then transitioning into Sagittarius energy, which is all about higher learning. So let's backtrack to that moon's energy on the 5-5 portal, and of course, May 6th, which is all about the lunar eclipse. It's almost like the full moon being on steroids. So anything that you are looking to work on letting go, because Scorpio energy is about transformations. It's about letting go of what you no longer need, making space for what's to come in. Now, if you are not willing to do this on your own, note that this full moon's lunar eclipse will actually help you. And if you can let go of your resistance, it can just be a lighter, easier process for you. So I'm here to share with you the amount of energy that we have coming through with this lunar eclipse, leading up to this energy as we lead into this portal. Understanding that a portal, if you're not aware, allows us the ability to connect with spirit, where like the spirit and the human realm is, the veil is very thin, and allows us the opportunity to connect with loved ones, our ancestors, of course, all your angels and fairies that are there to support you on this journey. Noting that besides for our, as I put it in a sense of humor, our nosy loved ones, our angels and fairies have to need permission to access and to support you on this journey. So know that they are your team, but know that they will not just tune in and toot their own horn without your permission. So this is an opportunity. If you were not aware of this, I'm giving you this opportunity to ask for support, call on them. Every one of us have specific angels assigned to us. And in case you don't know who your archangels are, the way I do it, at least the way I did it until I actually knew who my archangels were, I just basically opened up the energy and said very nicely, I call on all my guides to support me, guide me, and provide me insight as I need it. And by doing that, I gave the invitation to all the archangels and fairies that I was not familiar with at the time, and I gave them permission to help me through my journey, to help me release whatever tension and resistance I might have had in whatever area it was in, to allow my journey to be lighter. And that's what I like to do here with you for today. As usual, I want to share with you one card for each zodiac sign. In this particular case, we are focusing, of course, on the moon's energy, this powerful, powerful full moon lunar eclipse that's taking place on May 5th. Again, the full moons, the energy of it's going to feel like it's on steroids. So anything that you think wasn't possible to let go of, this full moon is going to definitely help you to transform and let go. Also noting that this energy of this lunar eclipse is not just about right here, right now. This energy is going to expand right through 2024 and 2025. So this is a really big energy getting us prepared for what's to come. This energy is definitely helping us move into this vibration of the north and south nodes that will be eventually transitioning as well. And I'll talk about that at a later time. But this is what this energy is helping us with, preparing us for all these different changes that are coming in. So what I like to do right now is I'm going to shake up our cards. And I'm going to start asking the cards, what do we need to know based on the moon's energy in Scorpio. Now, what I would like for you to do is take a peek at your natal chart and see where on your natal chart do you have Scorpio's energy. What planets are in Scorpio for you? What on your chart? Hold on. When you think about your chart's energy in regards to Scorpio, it's definitely associated with the 8th house. So take a peek to see what's in your 8th house energy as well. And any of the signs or planets that's there, this moon is going to amplify as well. So there's many places that this full moon lunar eclipse is going to be activating for every one of us. Again, wherever you have Scorpio on your chart, so if you happen to have sun, moon, or rising in your Scorpio energy, know that this moon obviously is going to amplify that. Now, I always like to take a peek at my chart just to get a general idea and to help you out as well. Looking at my chart, I always have to pull it from its spot. And because my lighting in here is not so great tonight, I want to take a peek. I want to share with you on my chart, Scorpio. Interesting, on my chart, I have relating to Scorpio on my chart is Jupiter. And that is in, as I look, that is in my 4th house energy. So what does that tell me? 4th house energy is very much associated with healing, nurturing, and the home. When we speak of home, when I speak of home, I speak of it as 3 parts: the shelter that you live in, your career, and also your body. We already know that Scorpio is all about transforming, letting go, and bringing something in new that's more aligned to this energy. And because it's in Jupiter, this is a period of time where it's going to expand. So this moon's energy, the lunar eclipse, is going to help expand something relating to my 4th house, my home. Shelter is going to expand, the gifts are going to activate, and my spiritual abilities will activate. And whatever doesn't serve this energy in Jupiter and my 4th house will start to sort of fall away. And then that makes space for what's to come. And this would be the same for you as well. Now, I also want to look at in my chart where Pluto is. Now, why do I bring up Pluto? I'll tell you in a second. Pluto on my chart is in Virgo. So why I bring Pluto into the conversation, Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. So you want to also look at your chart and see where Pluto is in regards to the sign and where that sign sits in the house. So on my chart, Pluto is in Virgo, and that is very much associated to my 3rd house. So the 3rd house is about communication, creating, collaborations, and schedule, learning and teaching. Virgo is about bringing things into order, organization, lessons, scheduling, planning, but it's also the body system as well. Now, as I mentioned, based on my bio, everything that I just talked about in regards to this amazing energy that the lunar eclipse is going to help me fade away is actually expanding my soul's calling. When we think about Virgo's energy, it is about the body system. It is about my schedule. It is about organizing, putting things into a new order. And then, of course, the Jupiter's energy about expanding it. So something big is about to take place, but in order for this big to take place, something has to peel away to make space for this. And this is what I like for you to look at on your chart as well. Now, of course, if you are not familiar with how to read your chart, then that's exactly where I come into play, where I can help you navigate your chart and understand it better. But before we get into that, what I really want to do today is I want to help you understand, based on where your sun, moon, and rising sign is, specifically your moon's energy, to find out what it is you need to work on to release. Remembering that each of the cards that I have, all 45 cards in a deck, has 3 elements: a color, which is associated with your chakra, a word, which is used to raise your vibration, but also adds to your story, and then a number that is also very much associated with astrology and numerology as well, personally and collectively. So I want to get this party started. I want to start off with Aries to help you Aries out. So if you happen to have your moon in Aries, sun, or rising, take note of these planets. Take note of where this full moon lunar eclipse is going to help you in at the moment. So when we think about Aries, this is really about what it is you're about to let go of. How can you transform during this week? This is really about this week's energy leading right into this full moon lunar eclipse. So let's see what one card you can work on. All right, our card for the day. For Aries, this is about patience. So this is really a week of patience, working on being patient and knowing that you may not actually be doing anything directly. There might be a lot of things going on behind the scenes. And that's rightfully so as we get ready for this amazing lunar eclipse in Scorpio energy, where you definitely do have a whole team working for you to help you clear out what no longer serves your energy at the moment. That 4, so perfectly aligned with your foundation. Where in your foundation in your home, in your body, or your career, do you need to have more patience with? The chakra here is to work on your heart center. When we think about the heart center, this is really very much associated with this this beautiful Taurus energy that we are in. Just trying to get my thought process together here, because the heart is very much associated with Taurus. And when we think about our north and south nodes right now, literally speaking, are in Taurus and Scorpio. And as I mentioned before, there's going to be a transition taking place in July, preparing for this change. But this lunar eclipse energy is helping in reference to that energy between that Taurus and Scorpio opposition. So patience is required. It's about your foundation. It's about your structure. Work on that heart chakra. So if there's anything that's going on in your heart that might be anything less than gratitude, this is a perfect week to work on your gratitude. What are you grateful for? What's going on in your life at this very moment that you are grateful for? So that's our Aries energy. Our Taurus energy, which I just spoke a little bit about, because again, the opposition sign of Taurus is definitely Scorpio. So because it's your opposition sign, this is an intense week. And I use the word intense with a lot of love behind it, because there's a lot of energy regarding what you value, how you associate with money, and what's in your home that might be time to get rid of. This may be this might be a really great week as of even tomorrow, May 1st, to start working on decluttering the physical material possessions out of the way so you can make that space to make things lighter. So for this transition to start to take place. It's also a great week to do some meditation, allowing yourself to be quiet, to gain some insight to the contracts that you are in right now. And so interesting, I had mentioned this earlier to a client, get to a place of discovering the relationships you have and what contracts are they associated with? Are they associated with a reason, a season, or a lifetime? And become curious to know the contracts you have with each person you have contracts with. And what contracts at this very moment is about to expire. Because when we think about this lunar eclipse energy, excuse me, this is some powerful energy. As I said, when we think about this powerful energy that we have going on, reflect on the relationships that you have and how you are fulfilling those contracts. So take time to sit quietly. What are you learning from the relationships you have? What things are you holding on to that is time to get rid of? And how can this lunar eclipse bring more balance to your energy field? All right, your card is about financial abundance. So interesting that it's all about financial abundance and how you can bring more of that into your life this week using this amazing energy that's leading into the lunar eclipse. Your third eye is your gateway. When we think about this energy of May is about change. So how can you change your vision to how you see money? How can you see money in abundance? How can you align yourself with those contracts during this week's energy? That 1 and 7 is so perfectly aligned with the Scorpio full moon in the lunar eclipse and that opposition between Taurus and Scorpio. What do you need to let go of so you can attract financial abundance this week? That's our Taurus energy. All right, we get ready for our Geminis. So Gemini, as we still have Venus in your sign right now, perfectly aligned with this magic energy of how we see our relationships, how you want to communicate with those relationships, and even better, what relationships have outdated themselves, what relationships are old at this point. What things are you saying about yourself can you change as well with this energy? So let's see. A perfect time to work on healing and nurturing, scheduling time for yourself this week, scheduling time to sit quietly, maybe even scheduling time to move your body. And your card for this week is balance. Balance. How can you bring more balance into your communication, into your listening, into learning, into becoming inquisitive in regards to what have you fulfilled? What relationships have you fulfilled? What contracts have you fulfilled? That 7 and 6 is that 4 energy, which you get your foundation. So bringing more balance into your foundation. Foundation could very well be your home, your body, your career. Where do you want that balance? That pink energy is associated with compassion. Where can you see more compassion in your life? Where can you see more compassion with yourself, with your own body as well? Remember, Gemini's energy is all about how we communicate. How you communicate, what you learn about yourself through other people. And reminding yourself that every person that you have in your life, they are a mirror of who you are. How are those people helping you to gain more balance in your life? So take this time this week to evaluate those relationships and see how you are healing from the relationships you are in. And how are you helping others to heal as well? So pay attention to that, Geminis. Our Cancers. For you Cancers out there, this is definitely a week for change. Remembering that Mars is still in your sign. Mars is about the action that you want to take. What changes do you want to endure this week? Leading into that beautiful lunar eclipse in Scorpio that will definitely be feeling as though it's on steroids, giving you the power to take action, giving you the power to take action. Where do you want more action? Where is Scorpio on your chart? Where is Pluto on your chart? What's in your 8th house energy? Let's see what we need to know for our Cancers. So Cancer, this is about self-love. When we think of the moon's energy in itself, no matter where the moon is, always know, because the moon rules Cancer energy, that you always feel no matter where the moon is. So whether the moon's actually in your actual zodiac sign or if it's sitting in Scorpio, which is another water sign. So this could very well be an emotional week for you. Perfect time to bring self-love into your rituals. What can you do for self-love? Grounding your energy, getting out into nature, sitting by water, whatever it is that you usually do to implement self-love into your schedule. 7-3, that's that 10 energy. In astrology, that 10 is about your soul's work, that nurturing energy. Interesting that that 10 energy is associated with Capricorn, which is the opposition of Cancer. So having that ability of that yin and yang energy, filling up your soul with self-love. That 10 is also reminding you that with this lunar eclipse, this is definitely a time for a new beginning. Things are fading away for something new to come in. So pay attention to this energy. And also, as I mentioned earlier, this energy is not just for this week. This is a very powerful energy that's literally going to linger on through 2024 to 2025. So it's a powerful energy. So it's very important to embrace self-love. Embrace self-love, ground your energy so you can feel that love come through. And that's Cancer energy. As we move into our Leos, Leo, this is about home. This is about nurturing. This is about your foundation. This is about stability. This is about bringing more balance, bringing more patience, nurturing the feminine energy within you. And just as I said with the Cancer energy associated with the moon, the sun's energy, which is your ruling sign, every time the sun rotates from one zodiac sign to another, you Leos feel this. It's very similar to the moon's energy. So right now, where do you want more balance? Where do you need to be more patient? Where do you want to be able to feel more stabilized during this week? Where do you want to be able to call on support to guide you and fulfill your foundations, for that matter? Let's see where Leos need to work on, what Leos need to work on this week, bringing that energy full fold. So for you Leos, your card's in reverse. A reverse card means to pay attention, but you have to work on that root chakra. You got to work on the root chakra so you can have more balance. What a message, karmic completion. This is a powerful message because yes, when we do have a lunar eclipse in Scorpio, which is all about completions and transformations, this is a perfect week where you get to transform and complete a karmic cycle. When you think of that one energy, this is about you, your I am statement. I am. Where do you want to have more balance in your I am? Where do you want to be more stabilized in your I am? How do you want to show up as you complete this cycle? So pay attention to that, bringing more balance and stability into your energy this week. Remember that you are all about fun. You are about wanting to have that fire within you, but you also want to be in that space where you can ground your energy so you can focus on your karmic cycle completion and something new coming in. All right, we have our Virgos. So again, as I mentioned, The moon right now, right until May 1st, is in your sign, leading up to this amazing, amazing lunar eclipse full moon in Scorpio. So this is a perfect time for you to really start creating the schedule you're looking to create. Start clearing off rather, your calendar, what no longer serves you. If there's something on your calendar that you're just not feeling its vibration anymore, this is the perfect time leading up to this amazing lunar eclipse to let it go, transform. What would you like to learn? What would you like to open your schedule up so you can do more of? That's going to bring you more excitement, more collaborations, more connections. So let's see what Virgos need to work on leading to this amazing full moon. So Virgo, your card is in reverse, similar to Leo's. It's in reference to marriage. When we think about the word marriage, it could definitely be the traditional marriage. Who are you married to? Your spouse? Have you married yourself yet? This could be a perfect time to really start evaluating the marriage that you're in with self and, of course, the other person. Now, if you are not in a relationship, you're not married, then this is related to your principles, your habits, your philosophies, your programming. What needs to come off your schedule? What do you want to make space for? What new habits, what new philosophies, what new programs do you want to engage in? That crown chakra is about the higher wisdom, the higher learning, the higher consciousness, tapping into your abilities to connect with your spirit guides. That 8 energy, very much associated with this lunar eclipse, transforming and letting go. The double 8 is 16, which is 7. This is perfect time to bring your contracts to balance. This is a week for you to start really collaborating, reviewing your energy regarding the people you hang out with, the projects you're working on, what you're committed to, what's working for you, what's not working for you. This could be an amazing week to start cutting off the connections you have with the things that are not working for you. Do you note, though, for you Virgos, that because you are in this energetic week of collaborating and scheduling and planning, do you remember that Mercury right now is in Taurus energy, in retrograde for that matter, and it's all about your relationships, your contracts, that conversation. So this is higher wisdom knowledge. So allow yourself some time, that 7 energy, to quiet down and do some reflecting over the next couple of days that's leading into this full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So if you are in a traditional marriage, you have a spouse, perhaps it's time to sit down and reevaluate your contract together and see what's working and what's not. What is working, continue to give an amazing gratitude and continue doing just that. What's not working, see how you can revise it so it can work better and give that gratitude as well. For those of you who are actually in a traditional marriage. And even if you are in a traditional marriage or you're not in a traditional marriage, this is a perfect time also for you Virgos to marry yourself. Find the qualities about yourself that you so love and bring that to the table as well. So this is higher consciousness energy for Virgos. Love that. All right, as we move into Libra's energy, when we think about our Libras, again, as of May 2nd, the moon will also be transiting into Libra, where you'll feel this desire to want to have more balance, to want to bring things to justice, so to speak, in regards to all your partnerships, all your relationships. And again, noting that its energy is flowing and getting you ready and prepared for this lunar eclipse that's going to help you let go of what doesn't serve your relationships anymore. So let's see, what do you need to work on during this cycle? For our Libras, old souls. Oh, let's see if we could get a better card on that one. Old soul. When we think about old soul, when we think about retrograde, such as Mercury being in retrograde in Taurus, retrogrades bring back old friends. It's also a reminder, too, of who you were before, the old version of you, recognizing how much work you have done, The old soul could also be an invitation to sit quietly and make a connection with your spirit guides, a loved one that's crossed over. Begin to trust this process, that you have this ability to have that relationship with an old soul, someone who has crossed over. There could be a million messages you can receive from them if you begin to activate this amazing energy going forward and allowing yourself to transform into this amazing guidance that you can receive from spirit. That 2-6, that 8 energy, again, right aligned with the lunar eclipse. What do you need to let go of? And perhaps it is a version of yourself that you'll be letting go of. That Scorpio will be helping you to let go of a contract with yourself. After all, when we think about the transformations and the contracts we have with ourselves, as we do evolve, as we become a different version of ourselves, it's really important to peel away the old version of who we are, which also means getting rid of the old stories, the karmic cycles, the karmic completion, maybe going into your Akasha records and reviewing what no longer serves your stories at this point of time. This is the work that you came here to do. So what will you be letting go of about yourself, the old soul of you, so you can transform into this new version of you, bringing balance into your relationships with self and others as well, and trusting this journey. Be open to the unlimited possibilities that, yes, this lunar eclipse energy could very well be calling in and opening up opportunities for you. So keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, and be ready to make connections as you transform, as you let go of the old version of you. Love that for our Libras. And remembering, Libra, that as of May 2nd through the 4th, the moon will be in your energy, helping you to really feel through your relationships, your contracts with yourself and others, and what you are married to, habits, programming, philosophies, and even beliefs for that matter. This could be a great time to work on letting those go. All right, as we move into our Scorpios, this is a wild, wild week for you. Has been for some time, for almost the last, oh my God, what is it now? Just about, what do we have? We're in May, June, July. I'm going to say about the last 16 months, where the North and South Node has actually been in your energy field, where here we have the amazing lunar eclipse in your energy, helping you to peel off layers. So this is a really big week for you, leading up into this amazing energy. So what will you be moving into? What karmic cycles will you be ending? And how will this full moon in your sign help you to transform? And what big things are coming in for you? So again, I'm going to mention this wherever you have now. For you who are Scorpios, sun, moon, or rising, pay attention to where that is on your chart. Now, obviously, if you're rising, it's your first house energy, so that really is about who you are and how that's going to be looking different going forward. And depending on where your moon and sun is, that could play a whole role too. So let's see what you need to know for this energy. Showed up before as well. So this is a magnificent energetic week for financial abundance. Showing up for financial abundance, being able to receive financial abundance. Your third eye is going to get activated. You can also activate it on your own just by allowing yourself to close your eyes and imagine this beautiful image of a third eye. You can spin on it a little bit to get that third eye to activate for you, so you can become the visionary of financial abundance. I like to say, this is one of my mantras that I use, and I'll lend it out to you. Every time it rains, it's literally raining money. Raining money that through that it aligns me to opportunities for collaborations and creating partnerships that brings in financial abundance. So you can use my affirmation if you like. 1 in 7 is that 8 energy, perfectly aligned to your new beginnings, your new opportunities, doing things for the first time, but also your I am statement for Scorpio. As we move into our Sagittarius, this is definitely a week to tie up those loose ends, review, give yourself permission to move into that higher wisdom, higher consciousness, tap into your psychic abilities. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if through this week leading into that amazing lunar eclipse that your psychic abilities become stronger. So pay attention. Do also note that this definitely could be a week that you do let go of habits and patterns that don't serve you anymore. So you're no longer tied into things that's blocking your energy. So that's something really important to pay attention to, because you don't want to block your energy. So if you find yourself overworking, or you find yourself avoiding or excessively shopping or drinking or just doing something excessive, this could be a really good week to let that go. All right, so Sagittarius. Sagittarius, your card's in reverse. So this is like the third or fourth card that showed up in reverse in this reading forecast. It is about higher education. So this is a great week to really allow yourself to be in that space of higher wisdom, higher knowledge. What can you learn? And also pay attention to your sleep state. Pay attention to your dreams. Remember, as we always say, if you can remember a dream, it's a message. We dream every night, but that doesn't mean we remember all of our dreams, because not all our dreams are messages. That 3-6 is a 9 energy, perfectly aligned to where Sagittarius is associated with the 9th house. This is about what you are ready to transform, what you are ready to let go of, what you are ready to declutter, so you can gain that higher wisdom, that higher knowing without knowing how you know. Moving into a space of compassion for yourself. Be compassionate this week for yourself, because you are going to be letting things go. And along with you letting things go, this full moon's lunar eclipse is going to help you with that. So you may start to see things fading away. People, places, and things may start to slowly disappear, making space for all that's to come. Know that your card's in reverse, so there might be a little resistance. Work on your higher heart so you can bring more compassion to self and also to others as well. When you think about your higher wisdom, this is could be definitely a week that you do some traveling to help you to let go of those loose ends. All right, we have our Capricorns. So when we think about this energy as the 5-5 portal, which I'm only going to talk briefly about, that 5-5 portal, besides it being a portal, it's also the day where Pluto begins its retrograde. Pluto begins its retrograde, and it's going to backstep into Capricorn on June 11th. So lots of things are going to be changing up for Capricorn. This particular week is definitely about your community. Who in your community no longer serves your purpose? Where do you want to see more humanity take place? And where do you want to really just allow yourself to be more connected to the mind-like folks for you? So let's see what's in store for you. Now, I do want to take a peek at something before I pull your card, just to double check something for our Capricorns. So give me a minute. Just want to check in on my notes about something before I move further. Just double checking. Hang in there. Just want to double check. I want to get a quick note to see if there's something more to share for our Capricorn's energy. Oh, correction. Our Pluto's retrograde actually takes place tomorrow. So we are literally right in that, I want to use the word fire, but I guess that's the word I'm going to use. We are literally right in the heat of things where Pluto starts its retrograde cycle in Aquarius. And it is about the community, but then on June 11th, it's going to backstep into Capricorn's energy. So this is really big stuff taking place this week for Capricorns. Big stuff taking place for everybody. So let's see what one card does Capricorns need to work on? What one color does Capricorn need to work on this week to bring them in alignment to this amazing energy? And it couldn't have been a perfect card. Intuition. Intuition. So really allow yourself to work on your intuition this week. Utilize your intuition. It could be a powerful week for you to connect with your community so you can activate your intuition even more easily. The root chakra will allow you to become more focused on your intuition, allowing yourself to make that connection with spirit this week to activate and tap into your intuition. 2-4 is that 6 energy. So this is about maybe scheduling some time this week to get into some group events to help you activate your intuition, utilizing your intuition in every way possible so you can be aligned to what is about to come through, what is about to transform. How is this Pluto's energy going to help you activate between now going back? It's going to backspin, and this energy is really about between now and as far back as 2008. So reflect on that, what your community will look like back then, what it looks like now, and perhaps there's more to change with that. So it's definitely a time to heal. It's definitely a time to tap into your intuition, but really important to start focusing on where you want to find yourself. What do you want to transform? What do you want to let go of? And what space do you want to open for new things to come in? Love that for our Capricorns. As we move into our Aquarius, very similar to the Capricorn's energy, as I just mentioned, Pluto in Aquarius as we speak, starting its back energy, reflection, reviewing, rebooting, resurfacing, rejoicing, recharging. That's the energy Aquarius is going into, giving you the ability to really evaluate your soul's work this week, what you've come here to do, what you were reincarnated to do. Are you standing in your purpose? Are you standing where you need to be standing? What is in your way? This amazing lunar eclipse in Scorpio is going to help you transform that. This is some real big energy for everybody, but extremely, extremely powerful week. Again, for the Capricorns, the Aquarius, the Taurus, the Scorpio, and a powerful, powerful week going on, getting us all very much ready. And again, Aquarius, take a peek at your chart to see where Pluto is in your chart, where Scorpio is in your chart, what's in your 8th house energy, because this is what's going to be amplified. When you start putting the pieces together, this is an extremely powerful week. All right, so let's see what's in store for our Aquarius. Now, interesting personal story, true story. My moon is in Aquarius, so it's interesting that this is a powerful week for me as well. And because my moon is in Aquarius, it also is going to amplify this amazing energy as well. So for our Aquarius, including me, your card's in reverse. What are you focused on that perhaps you need to change your direction? Whatever it is you are focused on, if that is not what you want to create in your desire, then you need to stop focusing on it. So if you are focusing on not having something, redirect that focus to how you enjoy having it. So whatever it is that you think you don't have, so if it's something, if you're missing somebody or you think you should be having more clients, just imagine yourself having an abundance amount of clients that you need for your soul's calling. Just visualize it as having as much as you can have, as opposed to not having. If there's a specific health and fitness goal you're looking to accomplish and you just don't see it happening yet, just see yourself already in that accomplishment. Redirect your focus. It's extremely important. When we think about Aquarius energy in itself, it is the visionary. This is about your vision. This is about what you focus on. This is about what you wish to create. You are the creator. That 1-3, that 13 adds up to a 4. So this is your foundation. This is how you're going to build stability into your life based on how you vision, how you focus. What are you focused on? Are you focused on all the lower vibration energy that's going on around you, it's time to redirect your focus. And I get it. You may have a lot of things going on in your life that may not be so happy, but I guarantee you, if you can just turn your direction and find that one thing that is happy and stay focused on that one thing, you'll bring more happy to your energy. And you might be sitting back not feeling like you deserve happy. Everyone deserves happy. Even if there's somebody in your relationship right now that's not doing so well, doesn't mean that you should focus on they're not doing so well. Focus on everyone is doing the best they can and see how things start to shift. Because what you focus on is what's going to continue to grow. You are the visionary. Utilize your third eye to create the desires into your life that you wish to actually have, as opposed to focusing on what you don't want. All right, for you, Aquarius, it's a powerful week. Use it, especially with this Pluto's energy going retrograde, helping you to reflect on those things that you no longer need. And then this powerful, powerful full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. This is a major transformational week that's not just for the week, it's leading us for the next 2 years. All right, finishing off with our big Pisces. Now, remember, Pisces, you have a lot of energy going on between Saturn helping you to set your boundaries, and then we also have Neptune helping you to expand your spiritual evolutions. This is a perfect week to allow yourself to travel in your dream state. Keep pen and paper by your bedside, because chances are you'll be doing a lot of dreaming and remembering those dreams, because those dreams are your messages. And there's going to be some powerful messages coming in. It's also going to be a week of knowing things without knowing how you know things. You're going to gain a lot of wisdom during your rest time. So give yourself permission this week to quiet yourself down so you can rest and gain that wisdom. Do not overwhelm yourself with a whole lot of things going on this week. Not a good week for that at all. This is a perfect week to allow that traveling to take place. So travel to some water, travel to nature, travel to a place that allows you to tap into your higher consciousness, utilizing your higher wisdom. Do not be surprised if this week you find that your senses become really, really, really powerful and strong. One of your senses more so than something else. So let's say hypothetically, your sense of seeing is really powerful. You may suddenly find that your hearing is becoming more powerful than your seeing. You may get a sense that you get this really strong sense of sense that you can smell. So pay attention to what transformed regarding your psychic abilities. And know that as you Pisces know it already, I'm sure you know this, you've heard this from me thousands of times. Pisces carries the energy of all 12 zodiac signs. So you're very powerful. You're carrying all the energies for everybody. So let's see what you need to work on this week so you can be perfectly aligned and that your energy is not going to be blocked, or you're not going to be in this lower frequency, because this is not a week for lower vibration. This is definitely a powerful week, keeping your energy protected and allowing yourself to raise your vibration so you can be this higher consciousness that you are. So let's see that card for you, and there it goes. So the card for Pisces, this is a week of freedom. This is a week of freedom. This is the week where you get to allow yourself to just allow. Let your guides support you. Let your team pull you through for your freedom. So wherever you want freedom, in whatever area of your life, this is a week that you can get that. Ground your energy. Because again, as mentioned, your psychic gifts are going to expand. There's going to be a major transformation taking place. There's going to be changes taking place. That 1-4 is that 5. Massive changes taking place for Pisces this week. And depending on, again, where Scorpio is on your chart, what house, where's Pluto on your chart? With the help of Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, major transformations taking place, major boundaries implementing. This is about your foundation, whether your foundation is relating to the space you live in, the workspace, or even your body. But freedom is definitely on the horizon for you Pisces this week. Ground your energy. You have to ground, you got to balance, you got to feel protected. Feel supported by the earth, feel supported by your spirit guides. And for extra protection, get your crystals out. Work with those crystals. Help yourself be aligned to this freedom that is coming in this week. Something is helping you to free yourself up, so you're letting things go this week with all this powerful energy that's coming in. So I'm loving that for all the amazing signs. Now that we have all 12 zodiac signs out, prepared, ready to go, you know what to do. Remember, take a peek at your sun, moon, and rising, specifically your moon's energy. After all, this is all about the lunar eclipse in Scorpio energy as we lead into that 5-5 portal. A massive week of energy, starting it off as of May 1st. As mentioned, the moon is in Virgo, right there in alignment to that amazing retrograde that Pluto is going to be surfacing in Aquarius, helping us to review. This will now be the second planet that's in retrograde, as we have Mercury in retrograde in Taurus energy about our relationships, and now we have Pluto that will be in retrograde in Aquarius for just a short period of time, and then it's going to backspin into Capricorn. And all this amazing energy with this lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Anytime the moon is in eclipse season, it's about a steroid effect. So things happen in multiples of energies. This is definitely a week of transformation. These transformations that each and every one of us are experiencing, will be experiencing, will actually overlap into the next 2 years. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm very excited for this week's energy. I'm hoping you are too. I would love to know how this all lands with you and what's taking place for you. And if you can see your transformations, what's transforming, please send me an email. You can do so by emailing healingwithin76@gmail.com. If you do need any support learning to read your natal chart, wanting to get a more personalized card reading, whatever it is that I can support you in, feel free to let me know that too. Again, that email is healingwithin76@gmail.com. I'm wishing you an amazing week. After all, we have an amazing, energetic, powerful week coming in. And FYI, feel free to come join me this Wednesday on May 3rd on Joanne's Cosmic Energy Radio Show as I share more insight with you, more specifically on this amazing Pluto's retrograde and the 5-5 portal, because that's big too. But after all, I can only spend an hour with you at a time, so I can't squeeze it all in one reading. So come join me then. Again, that's this Wednesday, May 3rd, 3:33 p.m. Eastern Time. You can find that on live on Strong Island Radio, Joanne's Cosmic Energy. And then, of course, if you can't make it live, you can catch it on any of the major platforms such as Audible, iHeartRadio, iTunes, and so many more. Till next time, I will connect. Have yourself an amazing week. I know I will. Bye-bye for now.